Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of Beating Around the Bush. My name is Eminem, and I'll be your absolutely stunning host for today, as we are graced by the presence of an absolutely awesome guest, son of NBA Hall of Famer Charles Barkley, Purdue's very own Jobin Barkley. Welcome to the show, man.
It's great to be here. How you doing, man?
Good, man, good. And I'm actually going to start the show in a typical, normal TV show host way by asking how you are, how your family is. I find that very bland, very boring. So let me just lead off with what is it like to be the son of the world's renowned idiot, Charles Barkley?
Oh man, it's a wonderful time. People love asking me about it. People love bringing it up. But to be honest with you, I'd rather people didn't. But
he's quite a spectacle on TV. He's really something to watch. I mean,
absolutely, the golf swing hasn't gotten better.
Never has.
Never. Mm-hmm. Absolutely never. Absolutely not.
Follow-up question: does Charles consider you to be a disappointment for your inability to be able to follow in his footsteps as an athlete?
Great question. I would consider him to be the disappointment in the family. You know, I'm the one that's going to be making a career based off of something besides natural-born talent, hard work and stuff like that. Yeah. I'm the one at Purdue University. It's a great experience.
Very true, very true. But actually about Purdue University, what made you want to attend such like a pathetic excuse of a university?
I mean, when I was going through, I just Googled best computer science schools, since that's my major, and it popped up in the top 5, and I was like, you know what, I'm in-state, might as well go ahead and give it a shot. And once I got that acceptance letter, I'd never been happy to be at such a pathetic school.
Nerd. Why in the world would you choose to go by Jobin when your God-given name was Jordan? I mean, don't you find that a little bit ridiculous or insane, one would say?
Yeah. I don't know how I got the nickname. I was actually in the bathroom, and I came back, and people were just calling me Jobin. Mm-hmm. And for a long time, like, those people would introduce me to their friends as Jobin. So there are people walking around that have no idea that my name is Jordan. It made it really difficult. So when you pick up a nickname, it just kind of stuck. It really well. I don't know how. It just happened.
It's unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear about that. So, due to your unathleticism, have you found other ways to get involved on campus at Purdue?
Yeah, I'm in Delta Tau Delta. It's a fraternity here on campus. I've been involved with a couple of intramural teams. I was on the Frisbee team last year, although I had to drop because it was too much time, too much traveling. Couldn't do school with it. Okay. So I've actually heard rumors about Delta Tau Delta. So how does it feel to be despised by 99% of all people that are on this campus? It's pretty dope. I'm a fan. I don't know what to say. I don't know.
Yeah. Would you consider Delta Tau Delta as a perfect example of a house with great brotherhood?
Oh, the brotherhood's absolutely wonderful. I rushed around a lot, and I definitely was looking for guys that I thought I could actually become close with instead of just partying. As dope as partying is, but...
Yeah, of course, you always need to let some steam off, because you're absolutely a nerd, but... So, if you compared yourself to a specific kind of bear, what kind of bear would you be?
Black bear.
Yeah, I thought that would be a pretty simple answer. That took a long time. Also, I don't want this to come off the wrong way, but like, who's your barber?
His name's Rome. I haven't seen him in a while. He's pretty unreliable, I'm not going to lie. He has a lazy eye, and he loves talking about things that are obviously not true, very into conspiracy. So we've been a little distant. I'm just trying to get through school without,
Okay, well, maybe we should get his, his up-and-going eye and ask him about the hairline. I'm not going to talk about it anymore. So I know you're from Carmel, Indiana. So did growing up there affect the way you are today? And especially because I know most people like you like to become like rappers or hip-hop artists. So do you think that affected your ability to one day be a star like that?
Absolutely not. I think if I would have put my mind to it, I could have been a rapper in Carmel. There are plenty of them. They love to rap about things like, I don't know, like Call of Duty, how hard it is to be white and single and stuff like that. Like, it's a great time.
Real hard life there, guy, right?
Yeah, absolutely awful.
And so, to keep talking about your hair, do you own a brush, maybe? Just like straighten up the little curls, because not necessarily the best look for you.
Is that really a question?
That is a question. That's a very
question.
serious
Okay,
question.
so I own a brush, yes. I wash my hair, brush my hair on occasion. It's just time for a haircut, I guess. Thanks for the update.
Yeah, no problem. So growing up in a family like Charles, what was the travel like when you were younger, having to go from city to city when he was playing for different teams?
Well, I didn't travel with them all the time. You know, you do have to go to school despite being the son of a really rich man. But it was really a great time. Like lots of great experiences. I didn't spend a lot of time with my father itself, but like we were always with other people, chaperones and whatever, kind of touring around, doing all the fun stuff there was to do in each city. So I had a great time personally.
And
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. Okay. So with all the places you stopped throughout his career, Houston, Phoenix, LA, what was your favorite place of growing up? I know there are quick stints, all of them, but where was your favorite place to live when you were younger?
Definitely Phoenix, 100% Phoenix. The summers are obviously really brutal, but the winters, the springs, the falls, it's the most gorgeous weather at all times. It's always really nice out, but there's no humidity or anything going on. You get a lot of experiences out of that.
Yeah, the Grand Canyon, right? Yeah, Grand Canyon.
I mean, Grand Canyon's pretty cool, but you've seen it once, you've seen it a million times.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I can always imagine what the Grand Canyon was. I mean, it's just a little hole in the earth, right? Nothing really special there. But
okay.
What happened to you in terms of your athletic ability? Did you ever try playing sports when you were younger, or did that just like kind of just go out the window when you realized you weren't actually?
So Charles, if you didn't know, is actually Jehovah's Witness, and he wanted to keep that in the family.
Really?
So Jehovah's Witnesses actually don't play sports growing up. So it wasn't until I was a lot older that I actually got the opportunity to even attempt to follow in my father's footsteps. Shortly after, I discovered I was born without ACLs, and it made sports like almost a very difficult thing to do.
I'm very sorry for coming at you so horizontal, one would say, for all the previous comments about your athletic abilities. I did not know about the ACLs.
Yeah.
Very sorry to hear about that. But being a Jehovah's Witness, that's pretty awesome. Would you want to reflect on your experience about that a little bit?
Yeah, it made school very interesting, because for the most part, like I wasn't interested in like the holidays and things. I wasn't celebrating unless I was there. So like, I'll give you an example. One year we had Valentine's Day party, and I just went in the office, and instead of eating candy like the other kids, I folded papers and put them in envelopes, and then. So that was pretty brutal. That was one of the worst times, I would say, in my life. The follow-up year, however, all the kids in my class actually made friendship cards for me and gave me candy. So we had Friendship Day, and it was dope. It was a great time.
That's an unbelievable story. I will love to hear more. We'll be right back to beating around the bush right after this brief commercial break.
Hey, Michelle, say
We're rolling.
Oh, good morning, America. I've taken a break from my golfing trip to formally announce that Michelle is running for president. We have come to the conclusion that we can no longer trust what is under Donald Trump's wig. Now, I know what you may be saying. Isn't it a little too late for her to run? The answer is yes. But if you would be so kind to scratch Trump's name off of every paper ballot, we may have a chance. Thank you.
This man walks with the posture of a champion, despite having a mediocre GPA. Some women might say he is moderately attractive, the kind of man who after the first date makes you think, okay, he's not that awkward. So what is the secret to the illusion that this man has his life together?
This knockoff brand polo spray my mom got for me. For the low price of $19.95, you can smell like the ambitious man you want to be. Available at your nearest JCPenney's location.
Hey dude, how's your day going?
It's going good, you know, like, oh.
Did you get that?
No.
Dude.
Don't you think it's about time that you could capture the moment when it happens? You know Canon, but how well do you know the Rebel T4i? This is a great camera, but don't take my word for it. Let's ask them.
Smile. You're still kind of ugly, dude.
The Canon Rebel T4i, for all the moments you don't want to miss.
Are you into wearing workout clothes but don't want to actually break a sweat? The Purdue Co-work is the place for you. It offers all kinds of equipment that you can just sit around or stand next to but still look like you're getting the workout of your life. You can even take a step further and spend some time in the sauna in order to get that after-workout glow. So stop trying to wear your workout clothes to class. You're not fooling anyone. Go to the Purdue Co-work and fool everyone.
Welcome back to Beating Around the Bush, and we're back with our absolutely delightful guest, Jobin Barkley. So, due to a little hostility, some would say, in the first segment of our episode.
That's what I call it, yeah.
Really wasn't, but we'll start off this next segment by with a little life at Purdue trivia, true or false questions. Okay. So, answer with your utmost honest response.
Okay.
You will not be judged at all. True or false? A man was arrested for public defecation earlier this year on campus.
Was that not you? What?
No,
true.
Me?
True. Definitely true.
Well, the answer is true, but not me. Nice try there, guy. Next question. True or false? There have been 3 listed gun incidents on campus this year.
I'm going to go with false.
It is false. And would you want to guess at how many there actually have been?
I believe there were 2 this year.
Very good, Jobin. You know a little bit about your campus
Yep.
and your culture. True or false? A man lost consciousness after punching his hand through a window because he was triple dog dared.
Triple dog dared. I'm going to guess false because we're not 3rd graders anymore.
Well, that was actually false. It is true. You were wrong, but it is true. A man did lose consciousness after punching a window.
Wow.
After being triple dog dared. So really anything can happen in this messed up world we live in. True or false? The Purdue men's basketball team defeated Kansas in the Sweet 16 by 32 points, en route to winning its 2nd national championship.
Purdue defeated Kansas? Is that a joke? No. All right, false.
It is false. Kansas defeated Purdue in the Sweet 16 by 32 and ended up losing in the Elite 8 to Oregon. So
Yeah, that was great. That was a good one.
sad.
Very sad.
True or false? Kanoi is single-handedly the greatest COM 332 TA this university has ever seen.
I'm going to go with true. I'm enjoying my time on
It's
this.
the best thing you've ever said on this show. Absolutely true. So, after the trivia, I have a few more questions. And actually, I'd really like to dive in a little more with your Jehovah's Witness. So, you said that you weren't allowed to celebrate common traditions in families when you're growing up as like birthday parties. Would you like to speak on that?
Yeah, so on a lot of them, it has to do with where the origin of the holiday or for birthdays came from. So if there's anything remotely terrible about it, like at all, like even if it was thousands and thousands of years ago, then you don't celebrate. So like with Christmas, I guess at one point it was a pagan holiday, so therefore we don't celebrate it, things like that.
Oh. Wow, that's very interesting. Another question. What's your opinion on guys who dye their hair blonde? I mean, impulsively or not, I mean, totally cool, right?
Well, I mean, in most cases, I would say blondes have more fun, but in your case, I would say it was a horrific decision. You should really reconsider, like, not having your hair match your whole entire outfit.
Interesting take on the whole matter. Okay, we'll just move on. What was your greatest father-son moment with Charles so far in your life, and why would you say it was the most impactful?
I would say actually more recently was the greatest father-son moment I had. He came up to Purdue because I'd been struggling in school a little bit, and we talked about some of the issues we've like both share in common. I'm a lot like my father, and that, you know, if you give us a task, like, we have the ambition to complete it even if we don't know the exact steps to get there. So breaking down those steps is a very difficult thing. We got to bond and just sit over a meal because I hadn't seen him in a while. It was a good time to have.
Knowing Charles, it was probably McDonald's, right?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Yikes. Cholesterol levels got to be sky high about now. In your personal opinion, I know we talked earlier before the show, and you said Charles is a very big role model in your life. And in your personal opinion, what do you think makes him such a big role model in your life?
I mean, you can't deny that he's incredibly successful, even if, you know, everyone loves to make fun of him, including myself. Yes. Like, honestly, making fun of your father is the best thing in the world.
Especially him.
But, like I said earlier, I definitely get ambition from him and hard work from him, and it makes it really easy.
Very interesting. Now, this is just random top of the head, random question. If you were allowed to pick 3 artists to headline a concert, who would you pick?
Chance, for sure. It's a tough question. There are definitely a lot of people I'd love to see in concert, but people that I actually think would make a stage presence, I'll just go with Chance, Kanye, and J. Cole.
Can't go wrong with all 3 of those, as all 3 artists have made incredible amounts of money with their careers so far.
No.
When we come back from commercial break, be ready for the Bush Beaters special edition of Would You Rather.
Hey, Michelle, say
We're rolling.
Oh, good morning, America. I've taken a break from my golfing trip to formally announce that Michelle is running for president. We have come to the conclusion that we can no longer trust what is under Donald Trump's wig. Now, I know what you may be saying. Isn't it a little too late for her to run? The answer is yes. But if you would be so kind to scratch Trump's name off of every paper ballot, we may have a chance. Thank you.
This man walks with the posture of a champion, despite having a mediocre GPA. Some women might say he is moderately attractive, the kind of man who after the first date makes you think, okay, he's not that awkward. So what is the secret to the illusion that this man has his life together?
This knockoff Rampolo spray my mom got for me. For the low price of $19.95, you can smell like the ambitious man you want to be. Available at your nearest JCPenney's location.
Hey dude, how's your day going?
It's going good, you know? I'm like, oh,
Did you get that?
no.
Dude.
Don't you think it's about time that you could capture the moment when it happens? You know Canon, but how well do you know the Rebel T4i? This is a great camera, but don't take my word for it. Let's ask them.
Smile. You're still kind of ugly, dude.
The Canon Rebel T4i, for all the moments you don't want to miss.
Are you into wearing workout clothes but don't want to actually break a sweat? The Purdue Cowork is the place for you. It offers all kinds of equipment that you can just sit around or stand next to, but still look like you're getting the workout of your life. You can even take a step further and spend some time in the sauna in order to get that after-workout glow. So stop trying to wear your workout clothes to class. You're not fooling anyone. Go to the Purdue Cowork and fool everyone.
Welcome back to Beating Around the Bush with your special guest, special needs, Jobin Barkley. And in this particular segment, we're going to play a very popular game around the country called Would You Rather. And although I did say it was going to be a Beating Around the Bush special, there's actually nothing special about it. It's the exact same game. So just hang in there with me. First scenario. Would you rather have a month completely off from school, no teachers, no homework, but you're forbidden from seeing any of your friends, or be forced to go to school for an extra month in the middle of summer, but have all of your friends go with you?
I'm going to take the month of school off. You know, it's stress relief. I can go in and I can start exploring those things that I honestly can't do because I'd rather be hanging out with my friends. You know, like if I wanted to work on any like coding projects or things along those lines.
All right. Next question. If you had a time machine, would you go back in time or visit the future?
I'm not really one for time travel. We've been hinting at race jokes this whole entire time. Black people can't really go back in the past. That's out of the question, at least like here. But, and then our future, pretty uncertain as well. Like, you know, Trump is president now. I'm not sure.
Right? Yikes. I mean, I totally understand both. And like, that was a very good answer, and I totally agree with the entirety of that. Very dangerous place to go forward or backwards. Would you rather be rich or famous, and you can't be both?
Ooh. Definitely would rather be rich. Famous is not ideal. I don't care.
I mean, you could argue both ways. Like, if you're rich, you're more than likely going to become famous due to the amount of money you have. But if you're famous, you're more than likely going to become rich due to the face value that you provide. So really, you can't lose either side of the ball. So then, again, nice answer.
Not a great question.
You're not a great question. All right, guy.
Okay.
All right,
I'm
guy.
sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
Run a better TV show than you would.
Excuse me.
Let's just next question.
You know
next question.
Yeah, you might want that. Would you rather have someone give you $100 or have everyone in your class get $10?
Everyone in my, okay, so this is what I would do. Since I went to a big school, there are like 30 people in each class. I'd give everyone in the class 5 of the $10.
It's not a rule. You can't just do that.
Well, I'm going to give them all 10, and I'm going to take 5 back. So I make $150.
So are you taxing your classmates?
Exactly.
Essentially, you're taxing
I'm taxing them, but I'm also literally handing them money. So it's a win-win. So I'm definitely going to go with that one.
Don't think that was the scenario I provided, but
we'll
just let it slide.
I twisted it. I made it work for me.
Right.
Successful.
I forgot you're allowed to twist it. No, you know what? Keep it.
All right.
This is a blank piece of paper. So actually, no would you rather for this one. Nice. Okay. Would you rather leave your hometown and never be able to return again, or stay in your hometown and never be able to leave?
Ooh, see, I already left my hometown. I was born in Phoenix, and then I moved here. So I'm going to go with never be able to return. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm not really too much seeing Phoenix, so can't argue with that. Would you rather have your body found surrounded by sex toys, or have everyone know your internet browsing history?
Okay, definitely found next to a bunch of sex toys. Honestly, it's already happened before.
Actually?
Yeah, I passed out after a long night of non-Delta Tau Delta related partying.
Okay,
and
right.
woke up next to a bunch of sex toys. Lots of pictures of that. You just gotta find them.
Oh, no, I'm very well aware of the situation that's presented to me, but yikes, am I right? Next, would you rather, if you could only hear one song for the rest of your life, what would it be? That's not even a would you rather, but, you know, just answer the question.
Oh, man, one song for the rest of my life. It has to be something without words. I don't know what it would be. Maybe Aquarium. It's the beat that Kid Cudi did Man on the Moon over, just so I could study the music too and still, you know, be able to enjoy it. No.
You're literally such a nerd. Okay. We'll be right back for our next special edition of the game Pictionary, right after this brief commercial break.
Hey, Michelle, say
We're rolling.
Oh, good morning, America. I've taken a break from my golfing trip to formally announce that Michelle is running for president. We have come to the conclusion that we can no longer trust what is under Donald Trump's wig. Now, I know what you may be saying. Isn't it a little too late for her to run? The answer is yes. But if you would be so kind to scratch Trump's name off of every paper ballot, we may have a chance. Thank you.
This man walks with the posture of a champion, despite having a mediocre GPA. Some women might say he is moderately attractive, the kind of man who after the first date makes you think, okay, he's not that awkward. So what is the secret to the illusion that this man has his life together?
This knockoff Rampolo spray my mom got for me. For the low price of $19.95, you can smell like the ambitious man you want to be. Available at your nearest JCPenney's location.
Hey, dude, how's your day going?
It's going good, you know? I'm like, oh.
Did you get that?
No.
Dude.
Don't you think it's about time that you could capture the moment when it happens? You know Canon, but how well do you know the Rebel T4i? This is a great camera, but don't take my word for it. Let's ask them.
Smile. You're still kind of ugly, dude.
The Canon Rebel T4i, for all the moments you don't want to miss.
Are you into wearing workout clothes but don't want to actually break a sweat? The Purdue Cowork is the place for you. It offers all kinds of equipment that you can just sit around or stand next to, but still look like you're getting the workout of your life. You can even take a step further and spend some time in the sauna in order to get that after-workout glow. So stop trying to wear your workout clothes to class. You're not fooling anyone. Go to the Purdue Cowork and fool everyone.
Welcome back to Beating Around the Bush with our always pleasant guest, Jobin Barkley. And now, for our next segment, we're going to play a very popular game called Pictionary. Most of you may know it from home, but it's the exact same from what you know at home. It's not even a special edition. So I'll actually, you know what? I'm going to let you go first because I think it would be seen as racist if I didn't. Maybe you want to draw a little lower. What is that? A door? A log? Bowling. Great job by me.
Good job, Millar.
Yeah, thank you. Jobin.
you're supposed to, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Okay. Right. It definitely says Ryan's group. Oh, it's toast.
Yes.
Definitely
yes,
toast.
Yes,
okay,
yes,
gotcha.
Very good, very
Good
good.
job. Oh. I really don't think you're supposed to.
You know what? I make my own rules. Okay, special edition. All right, guy, let me do it.
Earlier you said it wasn't special.
Wait, no, now it is. I changed my mind, okay?
All right.
You're the guest. Be the guest.
All right. That.
Okay. Please not tell me that's a human. Gingerbread man. Too easy. Oh my gosh. Obviously not here for art. It's not. So I believe the score is 2-1. Me?
Wait, but if you're up. Oh,
I am
go
up.
ahead.
I am up.
All right. We're on the same team. How? Okay.
You know what? I'm talking for me.
It's a tree. Okay. Plant. Bush. Nature.
Yes.
Was that an in? Were you gonna just write the word down?
No, I was actually going to write mother.
Mother. Oh, got you. Makes sense.
Rollerblade. Literally the greatest of this game ever.
I mean, one could say it's my superior drawing skills, maybe. That's giving you
Drawing a
a lead
4-year-old.
right now.
Drawing a 4-year-old, okay? Don't get
I
too high
mean-
yourself, all right? This will be our last one. Don't like that one. Don't like that one.
Harry Potter, lightning, snake. Well, your handwriting is that of a 4-year-old, so that doesn't even.
I have my own show, so nice one. I don't need to write.
But electricity.
Yes!
Ben
Yes,
Franklin.
very good, very good.
That's definitely an E, though, right? Like, it definitely says Ben Franklin. Like,
All right, enough criticism for you, all right? That'll be enough of Pictionary. So, to close out our show, just want to get a little review from you. So, did you have a good time today?
oh, I had a wonderful time. It was great being on.
Great being on?
Great.
Well, it was an honor having you, but before I let you go, I just want to ask you one very simple question.
What is that one simple question?
What are those?
They're Air Force Ones. They're a little dirty, I know, but
They're
as
disgusting.
Nelly says, I just want to teach stomping.
Stomping. Okay, Nelly. Nice one, Nelly. So, would you ever want to come back on the show?
Absolutely not. No, absolutely not.
Really?
I had a great time here, but like I said, I'll try anything once, but not again. Not again.
You should probably come back, or maybe bring Charles back one time, and we could have a little father-son kind of action.
I mean, I know you really want to meet Charles,
Yeah.
but I don't care to help you whatsoever.
Oh,
I'm
really,
sorry.
really?
No.
Oh, what did I say to you, okay? What did I say to you, guy?
What didn't you say? What couldn't you... Can I leave? Is it-
No, you can sit right there, okay? You can
Okay.
stay there, and you're going to answer my question. What did I do?
This is uncomfortable.
Okay, you know what? We're done.
This is
We're done.
uncomfortable.
That's a wrap for this week's edition of Beating Around the Bush. Tune in next week as Xuandu Ye will be joining us as our guest. Enjoy the rest of your day, Bush Beaters.